Welcome back to Hardar. So we are still trying to level archery. We are running kind of low on arrows. We have 3 left. See if this mallard will show up or give us an opportunity. Yeah. There's a capercaillie. He never really got close enough that I felt justified in taking a shot. I don't know what that is. Is that a feather? Oh, it was a feather. I thought it was a feather, and then I'm like, does that really look like a feather? It was a feather. We've leveled stealth a bit, but our stealth is still terrible. In previous games, stealth was one of the first things to level because I was stealthing all the time. After all that, I'm not even going to get one shot? Give me one shot, come on. I'm going to miss anyway, you know that. Does a bird get tired? I'm not sure. Well, actually at the beginning of this game, it seemed like I was running into exhausted birds all the time. So I think the answer is yes. Let's see what this thing says. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about fatigue. I thought about running, but that thought was triggered by a misclick. I'm not saying it's wrong to do something that is triggered just by an accident outside of the game, but yeah, I don't know where he is now. But I am pretty amazed. Done all this walking and I haven't come across a single arrow. that got away, and arrows float. I guess that's where the longbow comes in. When it says longbow, it is not kidding. All right, we're getting a bit tired. I don't think we have any food on me. Sure, the dog is hungry. Of that I have no doubt. Did I pick up those? No, I didn't. We're not going to hunt the golden eye. For some reason, that's the bird that is too special to be hunted by me. I'm trying to track down a particular arrow, and I'm sort of following the trajectory that I'm sure it must have taken. And it's like, did it really go this far? Or did I really misremember how I shot it by this much? Because it ain't floating. Anyway. That's a kawika, isn't it? Let's see how good my bird, which is a loon, I believe, that is. Let me see if that's the same thing. Animals, birds. I'm fairly certain a kawika is a loon. All right, you gave me a shot, kawika. I'm gonna take it. No, I didn't want to hit you. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Need my knife. Oh wait. Let's get rid of the arrow out. Let's get unfatigued. Dropped it again. Oh, let's get rid of fatigue. Okay. Oh, we're still running. Grr. All right, the arrow went like, should be up here somewhere, right? Just goes forever and ever. Is that a mallard? Pretty sure I can hunt a mallard. Yeah. But they're pretty cagey. Kawika, on the other hand, was like, yeah, you're not going to shoot me. I'm a Kawika. Well, you were mistaken, sir. You were mistaken. And I don't know where that arrow went. Oh, I do know where it went. It went right here. How many shots have I taken? Like 14? 12? I'd say 12 would be my guess. Okay. Oh, that's a golden eye. I'm glad I didn't get close enough to shoot because I was ready to. Ba-ba-bum. So where are we? Oh, we're not that far from home. Where's the wolf thing? To the northwest of here? Yeah, we tried very hard to find the wolves, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Bear paw. hunting wolves with arrows is great because they keep coming back. Because they want you to know that they're the boss. But then they get scared and they run away. And they're like, hey, I'm the boss. But that was a long time ago. Presumably I saw a wolf there. Well, I didn't see a wolf, I just heard one. And that might just be flavor. There might be no wolf. It seems like every time you walk around at night, pretty much you hear a wolf at some point if you walk for any distance. So, whereas when you go to actually find one, I mean, I've zoomed in on how many squares? No wolves yet. Where are we? Okay, we're kind of close. There's a bird. Is there any herb lore I can do? I'll do weather lore. I'll do herb lore on something I already know. Nah, bird's gone. Okay. Bird down there. I don't think it'll let me hide, but we will try. Come on. No. Mm-hmm. If I had a javelin, it would let me get at least one step closer, which is really all I needed. I just wanted one closer. Now I think it's gone. Willow grouse. Oh, there's a squirrel. Okay. This is fair. I feel bad for the squirrel, but okay, the arrow is there. Okay, that arrow went off the screen. If I miss the next one, then the squirrel is free to go about its business. Well, no. This feels too gamey. I took 2 shots. 2 shots is fair. That's what I would do with a javelin. That's what I did with arrows. I believe the one that missed went not as far north. You'd think I'd be able to see it by now, though, right? Maybe it's there, but I don't see it. Try a little further. Another one bites the dust. I just love the graphics in this game, though. It just so perfectly captures how hard but slightly possible it would be to find something like that. Are these right? Yeah. Okay, that's enough. I missed this arrow. I'm fairly certain I walked right past it and didn't see it. Don't recognize the unusual mushroom. Is that an unusual mushroom too? Probably. Yes. What about... Yes. Well, that was quite a day of leveling archery. I almost shot my dog. I almost shot my dog. I mean, how do I ever recover from that? I probably wouldn't kill it. I might even miss it, but how do you ever recover from that? The dog doesn't understand that you just had 2 beers and had a brain fart and are not used to bows and arrows and having things that are preloaded to throw, quote unquote throw. All right, what have we got? Anything? Did a herd of reindeer come through here? No. Oh, this is so sad. I mean, sad in a funny way. Well, if I missed it, where did it go? Do I have a punt here or not? Or am I doing the whole risk your life to get the arrow bit again? Oh, I have a punt. Okay, perfect. Let's get that skin in the cellar, because we're not dealing with that right now. But we are dealing with the Kuika skin right now. And we have berries to put in the cellar and Kuika cuts. And we have feathers to put over here. Feed me, please. Mallards where? Oh, to the northwest. Excuse me. So I finished eating those. Pick up the paddle, wield the paddle. Let's go. And that arrow, 1,000,000% it should be here. But it just disappeared. Well, I'm not doing that bit. Either it's here or it's not, and it appears it is not. But watch the replay. Go back and look again. Does the arrow that missed and didn't splash, does it actually go off screen or does it just vanish? Looked to me like it vanished, which it shouldn't do if it didn't hit the target. Anyway, it is what it is. It's an arrow. I have to go buy more if I, at this rate. Not doing the golden eye. Drop the paddle. Drop the arrow. It's only early evening. But yeah, we want to go to sleep so we can get to work on that hide. So that's what we're going to do. Good night. I feel at ease. Wow. Usually when it gives me a random message, it's that I feel scared. So that's nice. That makes me feel good. Must be doing something right. What are you doing? Oh, that's gone? They're both gone? All right. Time for the next one. Excuse me. So, let's get this party started. Black grouse and mallard. Got my fur. That was the superior fur, but it ended up fine. So that fine is good. Fine is all I can realistically expect. I did all that and I'm still vigorous. Interesting. Let's feed the dog. And let's have a drink. Oh no, let's do this one next. So we'll have a drink. We'll eat something. Excuse me. We leveled hide working. We leveled trapping means something is in the trap. That would be such good news. It's got to be in the trap, right? What else? What other trap could there be? Something. We've done no trapping. Well, I'm going to assume there's something in the trap. So let's go. And I learned something that, well, before I get all herpy-derp, let's make sure there's something in the trap. And if there isn't, let's ask ourselves how the heck we leveled trapping. How the heck we leveled trapping within the last 24 hours if there's nothing in the trap. There's the top 4. I can see the turnips. There is nothing in those traps. There's the bottom 2. I'm racking my brain trying to think of what trapping I've done. What trapping do I do? Well, I use that thing, that cord thing, loop snare. I use paw board. I haven't used either of those at all lately. How on earth did I level trapping? I understand how I leveled stealth. I understand how I leveled hide working. I understand how I leveled herb lore. I have no earthly idea how I leveled trapping. If you have any clue how I leveled trapping, please leave a comment, because I would like to learn. That was a disappointment. I didn't herp quite as much as I might have derped because I wasn't 100%, but that was the only logical explanation. Unless I've left another trap somewhere else, which I'm like almost positive I haven't. I mean, there's one easy way to find out. If I have my fox trap here, that means it isn't deployed. And the same for my loop snare. I've only got one of each that are good. Loop snare, paw board. So no, wasn't those. Um, I guess you could passively, like every week that goes by, that you have a trap fence set, it just automatically like levels it. That would be my guess as to what has happened. Because something happened. It's possible it's just a totally random glitch, but I think it's more likely that the trap fence has been set for another week. And so my trapping is leveled. What am I doing here? Dropping. What's going on? Oh, dropping my javelin. And I was getting ready to finish this leather. Drop my knife. These birds, they just don't give up. Okay, nice. I'm glad, because I won't get many Kuika leathers. I'm glad the one I have is fine. What's next? The spirit world. Is that where you sacrifice like a bronze something or other? Could be. I think that's what it is, but I'm not at all certain. Where's the hound? Okay. We're still lively. It's morning. Oh, I guess that means we're going hunting. And I guess that means we're using our bow. And our one arrow. We only have one left? I thought we had two. I guess we have one. Oh, but this time we're bringing our javelin so we can use that as a finishing. Okay. There's a hare. I guess there's no reason not to set a trap for the hare. What's keeping us here? I assume it's just a bird. The hair was like up here somewhere. No. Okay. Few days old. There's the hair. Maybe we can sort of steer it into the trap. Old. Okay, I think the hair is going where it's supposed to. Oh, all these perfect blows. If they were perfect, I've said this already, but the hair would have been long dead if they were perfect. Harsh? Harsh? I've got 72% hide working, Mr. Harsh. You can shove your harsh. You know where you can shove your harsh. Harsh. Okay. still puzzled by that grass. I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna go back and hunt some more. Excuse me. So we want bow and arrow and javelin. Okay. Might as well have a drink. Part of me definitely wants to zoom in. Part of me wants to see them if they're there. All of me wants to stop running into trees so often. I know it happens sometimes, but it seems like I should be able to learn to make it happen less. Few days old, 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 few days old. I'll let you know if it isn't either old or few days old. I was day old. I assume he's barking about the bird. I think I have a clear shot. And I have no more arrows. Well, that was annoying. I didn't have the second arrow. Yeah, I don't think that bird's going to let us. Well, it might, but I can't be bothered. It's late harvest month. Maybe I should go do, well, no, I want to do this quest and then maybe I'll do a bit of, there's a reindeer. Who have we got? We've got a doe with a calf or no? Because if the doe is by itself, then I might as well take it. Running to the northeast. What was it doing? Hmm. Okay, there it is. It's trapped. And I'm not putting an arrow in it just so I can do that. So back at my camp, isn't it? If not at my camp, darn close. I left the fat behind. Better still be there. I didn't intend to leave the fat behind. Okay, good. So are we at our camp? I'm not sure. Guess we're about to find out. It's awfully messy if we are. Oh, we're at the second place. This was a place where there were two equally good places to set up a fence. And this is the second place. I hope I haven't introduced a raven into my biome, and I probably have. So if I'm visualizing this correctly, we're now very close. Around this small lake, we will be back at our camp. Here it is. Drop stones and rocks. Drop all this jazz. And bones. Drop. saw a grouse. It's probably long gone, but just in case. Rustle of wings. It wasn't long gone, but it sort of is now. That looks like a clear shot to me. Hits a spruce. Another case of, boy, I wish I had another arrow. What spruce did it hit? Let's stop sneaking. We're looking for the arrow now. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I think these things take forever to make. I've never liked making them. A branch, a knife, 3 feathers, a foot of yarn, and a rock. We could try. But that's not a priority right now. Did I feed him or not? It's usually the first thing I do, but I might have been preoccupied with like birds or something. Yeah, I did feed him. Oh no, I gave him a cut. That's what happened. Drop the javelin. Clean the skin. That was already harsh, right? I was salty about that, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason not to do this first. So that when the other thing's done, this one's ready. Derp. Excuse me. Okay, let's clean this skin. I even said it. Let's clean this skin. And oh, it's rinsed? Well, then let's just put it away because we might not have quite enough time to finish it. Have a drink. Let's feed the dog. And have a drink. What am I doing? Throw elk bone. There. Now do herb lore. Getting ahead of myself. Now have a, wow, that was quick. Quick snack. Now have a drink. Now eat a delicious something so that you're abundant again. No, finish this tasty. Finish this roasted. Now eat some more of this tasty. Or eat all of it, even better. Early evening, I don't think I'm going to sleep through to morning. Hopefully. I'm worried about the tick. I'm thinking of sleeping outdoors, but I'm going to risk it. If this backfires, I blame you. No, I'm kidding. Okay, early morning. Feed the dog. Why do I keep pulling up? You've got to cook the meat. You've just got to. Or you could waste as much time as possible and then get the tick to come before you've even got the fire lit. Kuika are the oldest, I think. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Bring them all. Okay, we're still early morning. Good. I mean, kind of. Ideally, we would have cooked them after this tick and then blah, blah, blah. But anyway. Now it says morning. I don't know if the tick has happened or not. I think this is next, right? Hopefully if there's a skin in the cellar, it can wait until I do this. Is there a skin in the cellar? Yes, it was already harsh and it's ready to go. Oh no, I've already got a rock. How dare you, sir? How dare you? How many arrows is a harsh hair fur worth? I think I'm going to find out soon. Maybe not. No, maybe not. We're just going to sell meat. I mean, harsh hair fur. Speaking of harsh hair fur, but no, I'm not bald. I'm just very white or gray. It's like change. It's like spare change when you're dealing with the traders who only accept fur. I think I can do this again, can I? Okay, let's check the traps, because all of these animals keep ending up in my traps. I just don't know what to do with them all. Oh wait, none of them do. Like the most masterfully designed trap fence in the history of Stone Age Finland. Okay, maybe that was a slight exaggeration. Wonder if the bait is actually preventing the fence from working. It's either a trap fence or it's a bait trap, but it can't be both. I don't know. We have to get by the tick, and then we're going to go sell the meat. And we're going to sell it for arrows and furs and Yeah. But I think that's a logical stopping point. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.